Hi guys, PD here, welcome to the channel, welcome to another new video. I've had the Oculus Quest 2 about a week now, so I'm going to give you my quick impressions of the headset. I can tell you right off the bat, I don't have a lot of bad things to say about the headset. The headset's only got a few negative points for me, so let's dive into it. I've been making notes all week, what I think about the device, so I'm going to use these notes. I'm going to talk about the comfort of the device. This is a really light headset, guys. I find it a lot more comfortable than the original Quest. When I'm doing VR games, I wear like a cap on my head. This keeps the device clean. Also, it acts a bit like a cushion. So I found these straps to be quite comfortable with my cap. I've noticed in the past when I play games on the Quest, after about an hour, the headset got really uncomfortable. With the Quest 2, I've played those same games for over an hour and I did not even know I was wearing the headset. The straps are very similar to the Oculus Go and I had no issues really with the Oculus Go. This design is not as comfortable as the Rift S design. I do like the Halo strap. This is the most comfortable for me in VR. But this headset has been designed to just pick up and play, put it on and you're in the game, no messing. Also, I had no issues with the faceplate. It's like a bit like a memory type foam, so there's no issues with the faceplate on my face. And at this moment in time, I do not feel like I need to buy like a VR cover to make this more comfortable. I've been very impressed with the screens, guys. Really nice and sharp and clear. I don't see a screen door anymore, so when I'm in a game in VR, it's like playing a game on my normal monitor. The colours are very vivid, they seem to pop out. I played Until You Fall on the Quest 2. It's really bright and colourful. I cannot stress the quality and the clarity of the screens, guys. Really nice. And you can see a big difference over the Quest 1. A lot of people have been concerned about the FOV in the Quest 2. To be honest, I've been playing VR for 3 years now. My brain filters out any issues with the FOV, so the size of the screens that people can see. If you put somebody into VR for the first time, the first thing they say is, are those black circles supposed to be on the edge of the screen? That's normal. After about a week or 2 weeks, you're so focused in the games, your brain does filter out the edges of the screen. Think about it this way, when you're walking down the street, you don't see your nose, do you? Your nose is in front of your face. If you look down, you can see your nose. But your brain, when you're walking normally, your brain filters out your nose. That's what happens to me when I'm in VR. It filters out all the edges, if that makes sense. Now the Quest 2 has got 3 settings for IPD, and that's the distance between your pupils. My IPD is 64, so mine is in the sweet spot. Setting number 2 was perfect for me. Nice and sharp and clear all around. I did experiment with settings 1 and 3 and I did not notice any difference in the FOV. I did not notice the sides getting closer in or anything like that. I know that's a big concern for a lot of people. Personally, for myself, my brain filters that out, so to be honest, I did not see any difference in the FOV changing the slider. Also, don't forget I wear glasses as well, so I've got a spacer in here and the spacer prevents my glasses from rubbing on the screens, and it also means that my eyes are a bit further away from the screens, so the FOV will be even smaller for me for people who wear glasses. There are some really good apps for watching movies on the Quest 2. I like 3D Blu-rays. I've got a collection here. I don't know if you can see it. I've got a collection of 3D Blu-rays. I tend to rip the Blu-rays onto my PC and then using SideQuest and the link cable, I transfer those movies onto my Quest 2. And with the design of this headset, this strap, I can watch these movies laying down in bed. And these movie experiences are like going to the cinema. You're in the cinema, you sat inside a giant cinema, you've got a giant screen in front of you. That screen's in 3D for me. You can watch normal 2D movies if you like. I'm going to be watching all my 3D movies on the Quest 2. And to be honest, the screen, the clarity and the display is even better than what you get at an IMAX cinema. So if you've ever been to an IMAX cinema or equivalent, you know how good those screens are. Nice big giant clear screens. This is just as good. And also you can watch these movies in the comfort of your own home. The inside out tracking of the Quest 2 with the controllers has been perfect. In fact, I've had no issues with inside out tracking on the Rift S, the Quest 1 or the Quest 2. So no issues for me with the tracking, superb tracking. And these controllers are a bit thicker as well, so these feel a bit more comfortable in your hands. These feel more like the original CV1 controllers, and a lot of people said how nice and comfortable they are to hold. So the Quest 2 controllers, very similar. I've been getting lots of questions about the Quest 2. Some people have been asking me if the controllers are compatible with Quest 1. No, they're not. These will not work with Quest 1. Okay, let's talk about the link cable and the wireless capabilities of this device. I've got the Anki cable. This is the unofficial link cable that Mike from VR Oasis recommends. If you've got a really decent gaming PC, there is a way to check if your PC can run VR. There's an app with the Oculus Store, and there's also an app on Steam. Run those apps and they'll tell you if your PC can run VR. If your PC can run VR, you can hook this cable to the Quest. It goes in there. It's just a USB-C slot, and then you connect this to your PC, and basically you've got an Oculus Rift S. Now at the moment this is only running at 72 Hz, and I've confirmed with other VR YouTubers that this is the case. To be honest with you guys, I've not even tried the link cable. There's a reason why I've not tried the link cable. The first thing I did was to try this wirelessly. So I connected this to my PC using a program called Virtual Desktop, and it streams games into the Quest 2 from my PC. I've got the 90Hz version of the Quest 2. So when the Quest 2 first comes out, you'll be locked to 72 Hz. So you will not notice a big difference if you try to stream wirelessly or use the link cable. 90Hz mode will be unlocked on the Quest 2 later on down the line. So don't expect it from day one, but later on down the line you'll have access to 90Hz. I tried 90Hz wirelessly from my PC to the Quest 2. I was blown away, guys. I'm talking to other VR YouTubers who have done the same thing. There's no reason for me to use the link cable because the wireless is so good. I played Star Wars Squadrons and Half-Life Alyx wirelessly at 90 FPS, no cables, no lag, no latency. My only gripe at this time is I noticed about a 5% difference in the quality of the games when streaming them to the Quest 2, and that's all down to bitrate. Now Virtual Desktop has got a maximum bitrate of 150 to play the game seamlessly with no lag, no latency. A bitrate of 85 was perfect for me. So bear in mind, quality is based on bitrate. So when you're able to get the bitrate even higher, then this will be equivalent to playing games on a Rift S or Vive Cosmos, that sort of thing. Also, another benefit of wireless, and this is quite a big one to be honest, this is a £300 standalone headset, and this will allow you to stream games from your PC directly from Steam and Oculus into the headset. So it's like playing normal games on your PC. If you've got Rift S, if you've got the Index, if you've got a Cosmos, then you know what it's like to play games on PC. You've got the most powerful way to play VR games. This little headset does the same thing. Also, this is the wireless device for the HTC Cosmos. This little device alone, £300. So if you wanted to play PC wirelessly on a Vive Cosmos, you need the Cosmos, about £700. You need the wireless for about £300. This also goes for playing games with a Valve Index. So you're looking around £1,000 just to play VR games from your PC. The Oculus Rift S is like a middleman. It's about £400. Basically it does the same job as the Index and the Vive Cosmos. So just think about that, guys. I can do everything I just told you on those other headsets on this £300 Quest 2. How amazing is that? If you've got a gaming PC that can play VR and you've been looking into playing PC VR, I would recommend you get Quest 2. It's a no-brainer. And with that £700 you saved, you can treat yourself to all the games or even buy yourself a new graphics card. There are two versions of the Quest 2 available. You've got the 64GB and you've got the 256GB. This is the 64GB, guys. I've got the original 64GB Quest 1. I never run out of space, and you know me, I use the Quest 2 to record videos. Now if you're a bit of a gaming junkie, you like to store your games, keep all your games, go for the 256GB. Also, if you like your movies, go for the bigger Quest 2 to save all your movies. I've had no problems with the 64GB. I play a game, complete the game, uninstall it. I would say you can get up to 20 games stored on your Quest 2 without having to delete them. That does not take into consideration recording gameplays. Recording gameplays on the Quest 2 can take up your space, so just bear that in mind. The battery life for the Quest 2, I've heard, can be between 4 and 6 hours, depending on what you use it for and what you play. I have not had a chance to test out the battery life. I'm always making videos on the Quest 2, so every time I connect this to my PC to transfer those videos and files across, my PC is charging up the Quest. So every time I put the Quest on, my Quest is charged. A lot of my viewers have been asking me questions about the Quest 2, so I'm going to try and answer a few of those questions now. If I've got the Quest 1, should I get the Quest 2? If you've got a Quest 1 and you're happy with it, there's probably no need to rush out and go and buy a Quest 2. I'd wait a bit, wait for the Quest 2 to unlock its full potential. As soon as you put this on your head and you play a game, you can already feel the power. At the moment the Quest 2 is not using its full power capabilities. Those will be unlocked further down the line. As software and developers get to know the device, that's when we'll start to see the big changes in the games, that sort of thing. Having said that, there are already some games coming out that have been enhanced for the Quest 2, and there will be about 10 games on launch. I've already featured one of those games, Arizona Sunshine, on my channel, so check out the video on my channel. If you're new to VR, if you're looking to get into VR and you want the perfect Christmas gift, Quest 2 is the way to go. For first time users to VR, this will blow you away. As soon as you put this on, you play your first game, you're going to wonder why you did not try this 3 years ago like I did. This is the device that will convert the majority of people into playing VR and loving VR. VR is one of those things you can't explain to people, guys. You need to experience it to understand it. If you've got the Vive Index or Cosmos, you probably only need one of these if you're going to take it on holiday, that sort of thing. The Quest 2 is ideal to play VR anywhere. You don't need a PC to play VR. If you've got a CV1, I would recommend you upgrade to a Quest 2. If you've got a Rift S, it's a bit more difficult to recommend to upgrade. Like I said, it feels like there's a 5% degradation in the compression playing games on Quest 2 from the PC. The only real benefits of replacing your Rift S with the Quest 2 is the wireless feature, no cables, no screen door, and there's a strong possibility further down the line you'll have the bitrate to be able to play PC games with the same quality playing natively on the Rift S, the Index and the Vive Cosmos Elite. If you know somebody, a family member, somebody who's into VR, they've been talking about VR, then this is probably the perfect Christmas gift. I've been using VR for 3 years now, and VR will give you memories that you don't get in everyday life. I've been mountain climbing. I've jumped off cliffs, I've been wingsuiting. It's so realistic. These memories to me feel like real memories. Your brain forms memories based on stimulation, what you see, what you perceive from the world. Now VR takes you into worlds that your brain and your eyes can stimulate. So the memories and experiences you get from VR feel realistic. I've been on the moon. I've been to Mars. I've been underwater deep sea diving. My brain thinks these are real memories. And that's the power of VR. This is the latest VR headset. This is going to give you the best VR experience possible. And in these troubled times with the COVID and all that, I can still visit my friends in VR. I can play games with my friends. I can go fishing with my friends. And yes, I can see the Quest 2 slowly replacing my Rift S. You guys know me, my Rift S is my daily driver. I use it every day. Since I've had the Quest 2, I've not used my Quest 1 once, and I've only used my Rift S a few times. Yes, this is the perfect Christmas gift. I can't praise it enough. It's only going to get bigger and better as the developers and software engineers work out how to get the most power from this device. So far I'm really impressed. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to hit my little bell. I'm going to be covering all the latest Quest 2 games and experiences. I've not even tried the hand tracking. How bad is that? I've been so addicted to playing games wirelessly, I've not even tried the hand tracking. I have heard that the Quest 2 hand tracking is a lot better and more responsive than the Quest 1, so bear that in mind. Again, I want to thank you for your support. This is all possible because of you guys watching my content, subscribing, that sort of thing. You're helping my channel to grow. You're helping me to get the word of VR out to the masses. Every day I'm seeing new people joining the VR community. The VR community is the best gaming community in the world. That is 100% fact. You will not find a better gaming community. I can promise you that. You guys are all amazing. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Technical issues, I do apologise. This is all like live for you guys. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, there we go. I'm in the car. I've got the Quest 2. So I'm in my car. I can see my desktop. This is my computer desktop, guys. How cool is this? So this is telling me I can play the game anywhere in my house. So I can wear the Quest 2 anywhere in my house. As long as my PC's on, I can play any Steam VR games on the Quest 2. This is really cool. What are you waiting for? Go buy one now.